Today, a little before 5 o'clock in southwest Birmingham, vice narcotics deputies were executing a drug search warrant, and that is issued by the court. We were making entry into the house, as we routinely do, and the deputies were immediately met with fire. One of my deputies, undercover deputy, was shot. We returned fire, and we pulled him to safety. Two of the suspects, one was hit in the shoulder, one was hit in the ankle. There were about four more that did not come out of the house. SWAT team in great cooperation from the Birmingham Police Department, over 100 officers out there on the scene. We put gas in there, and four more were taken out of the house. Now, as far as the number of arrests, that's to be determined. I do know this, that my office has been in contact with Brandon Falls District Attorney, and we'll begin. Well, the investigation, of course, has begun out there, and we'll seek to do it quickly and wrap it up. My deputy is in good spirits. I had a chance to visit with him myself. So proud of him. Like I said, he's an undercover man, number one man in on that kind of forced entry. I told him, I said, I'm going to let you be the number one man one more time, but then you're going to pass that off to somebody else. So proud of him, so proud of the whole narcotics team. It's a dangerous job, but I would remind everybody that's listening to this to keep my undercover deputy in their prayers, and all the police officers. But I understand that taking down these drug houses in the community means so much to the communities. There's always guns, money, and drugs in these places, and we're prepared. We train for this, but have a deputy hurt, shot, but I believe he's going to be. I believe he's going to be okay.
How are you feeling right now?
Look, I look at these guys. They're like my kids. They're like my children, and I mean that with the utmost respect. I care very deeply for them. I realize the danger of their jobs, and my heart's just in my throat. I just so proud of them. I worry about them, I always do. But Chief Deputy and I are down here. Major Paul Logan, Randy, and Deputy Chief Randy Schlitz are out there on the scene. Like I said, over 100 officers out there. I can't say enough about the law enforcement community. Joyce Vance, the U.S. Attorney, called. Mayor Bales called. Had his officers out there. Got to visit with the Birmingham officer that got her injured out there with his. When I think the dog was taking one of the suspects down, and got to visit with him also. So it's a real camaraderie and kinship, if you will. Whatever differences separate county and city police certainly are not at this time. So I'm sorry to be out here having to talk about one of my deputies being hurt, but I want our community to know that our mission does not change. We realize it's a dangerous job, and we're going to keep on executing search warrants, and we're going to keep on after drug houses, and we know without fail, you've seen it many times on TV, narcotics, money, firearms are in these places, dangerous places, and my deputies go in harm's way every day. I'm just so thankful that he is. I really believe he's going to be okay.
Can you tell us about what's happening at the scene right now, where you're at there?
No, I know that we've. I can say this, that I've got two detectives down here that are investigating this part of it, as far as the deputy. I will tell you, the deputy never saw who shot him. I believe that it was a cowardly act through the wall, because they were met with, the deputies were met with fire as soon as they made entry into the house. So he never, my deputy never saw who shot him. So we returned fire, drug our deputy to safety, and then did what we were supposed to do. We secured the scene and got the SWAT team down there. Birmingham got out there, and neighborhood is, I don't know. I'm just down here with my deputy right now. I've got commanders out there. Assistant Sheriff Paul Mike Logan and Deputy Chief Randy Schlitz are commanding an operation out there.
Is
Jack,
someone?
can you speak to what's going on out there?
They should be getting ready to wrap up and they entry into the house.
Okay, well that's good. That's all right. Well, like I said, we put some gas into the house, made entry into the house, cleared the house, took 4 others into custody, and we're going to attempt to find out exactly who was doing what and who shot my dad.
Now about this.
5 minutes ago, I
That's
actually
Jefferson
saw
County
Jefferson
Sheriff
deputies
Mike
walk-
Hale addressing media outside UAB Hospital, where a sheriff's deputy was taken after being shot while serving a drug warrant on a home. We're going to listen in to hear what else he has to say.
Had the suspect, had who they thought was a suspect, wanted to know what to do. The Birmingham PD made the decision to bring him on down here, and that's what we have our crimes against persons detectives down here to follow up on that kind of that part of the investigation. Look, I think you're sensing here we have investigative work to do here, evidence to recover here. We have evidence to recover out there in Southwest Birmingham, and we're going to stay on the task and get it done. I tell you, Sergeant Jack Self will alert you guys when we got any other change. I appreciate y'all covering it. I appreciate y'all waiting, and I will tell you this: I appreciate the prayers of our community from my deputy. Thank you very much.
That's Sheriff Mike Hale wrapping up a news conference about the situation in Powderly, where a sheriff's deputy was shot while serving a drug warrant at a home.
Again, he has non-life-threatening injuries, as you heard Mike say there, that he wants to make sure everyone's praying for him. A suspect also was shot, non-life-threatening injuries for that person as well. We'll get you back now to Big Brother here on CBS 42. A complete update tonight on CBS 42 News at 10.